Hey everybody, this is Trey Stewart, the Republican leader in the Maine State Senate. Welcome back to another edition of the Republican Vision Series. I am thrilled today to be joined via Zoom with my friend and colleague, Senator Jim Libby, who serves as the ranking Republican on the Education and Cultural Affairs Committee in the legislature. Great to see you, Jim.
Thank you, Trey. Good to see you too.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about the Republican vision for education in the state of Maine. This is something you know a lot about, Jim, and I'm excited to hear your thoughts on this. So let's just open it up from there.
Well, first of all, thank you. It's great to be on. And yeah, I mean, I've spent a whole career in education, well over 35 years at all levels. I have had everything from a superintendent certification to being a math teacher at the high school level to now working in higher ed for pretty much 30 years. And I really enjoy the topic and 3 terms on the Education and Cultural Affairs Committee. So I'm here to tell you that unfortunately, starting at the time that I was in the legislature, my very first time back in the 90s to today, we've gone from the top 5 to the bottom 5 in almost every single category. And there are some clear reasons why. And so the first one I think that we want to talk about is standards. So, education, you must have standards, first of all, in education. It's really important to measure our performance. So, with the current administration, this has been going for, close to 7 years now, a little bit over that. And they've had a lot of opportunity to see if they could improve our outcomes. And, education outcomes in Maine really have not done, we have not performed the way we need to. So what we need to do is strengthen, and the Republican Party wants to strengthen the system so that we have reliability and validity in testing. The other thing that we want to do is establish the standards. So if you look at and make a cross comparison between Massachusetts, for example, and Maine, what you find out is Massachusetts has rocketed to the top. That's a surprise. But they have, for example, 4 years of math required in state law. In Maine, we have 2 years of math required in state law. And you can go right down through too. Same with science that has lab associated with it. We're at 33% below the requirement. So basically a year less than what a lot of other states have that are actually improving in these standardized test scores.
So, pretty sad state of affairs currently for education in Maine, Jim. So, what are some solutions that Republicans are going to be championing?
Well, I think it's very hopeful that we continue to really work on the issue of school choice. So 2 terms ago, I put in a bill, and the Republicans have supported this bill in the past as well, a bill on school choice, and specifically the Arizona model for school choice, which has really received some accolades around the country. Their school choice allows parents to take a look at the actual amount of money that's being designated toward the family and the child. They can look at it and the money follows the child.
One last thing I'll point out that's an opportunity coming up that could benefit both those things here in Maine is an adoption of the federal policy to allow for charitable contributions to these scholarship granting organizations that would be a fully refundable tax credit for anybody in Maine that right now we're missing the boat on because the Democrats haven't adopted it. And that's a missed opportunity for kids in Maine to be able to benefit from this new tax policy. We're going to talk about that a lot come January when we get back into session here. But definitely something that would help to move the needle, I think, in the right direction.
Well, we've decided across the board under far left leadership that we're not going to adopt really any of the administration's goals. And there's several, as you know, across the board. Taxation is a good example. So we're not cooperating. What the Republican Party in Maine wants to do is cooperate with the administration and take full advantage of the federal resources that are there and make sure that we are able to accept them.
Jim Libby, State Senator from Standish, thanks so much for being on and sharing your expertise and knowledge about the state of education in Maine and helping to roll out the vision for Republican education policy in the future here in Maine.
Thank you, Trey. I'm really excited about, moving forward with some really good policy from our party.